Thanks for joining us for the Member xCite presentation. The Member xCite presentation is informative, interesting to the audience, and showcases the strengths of the presenter as an entrepreneur and their area of expertise. It's not a sales pitch, it's a 10-minute educational and insightful exploration into what they do. And of course, it's exciting.
So today we have the great pleasure of hearing from Greg Smith, creating time in tradies' lives. Greg has successfully combined his decades of corporate managerial experience with having owned a successful trade business to create Admin's The Answer. Greg is passionate about helping next business owners learn the lessons that he learned both from others and his own experience. A trade or service-based business owner should never require the owner to be ridiculously working out long hours. It's simply not sustainable. Tradies in particular got into business to be a tradie. Admin's The Answer lets them be just that. In this presentation, Greg will explain both where he has come from, what drove him to create this business, and how it's helping tradies and service-based businesses all over Australia.
So very quick, my background, I'm a qualified production engineer and had some remarkable opportunities in my corporate world. I won a scholarship and got flown to Darden University in the US as a winner of an Emerging Leaders program when I was at Cerebos Foods. I have literally flown around the world on behalf of Unilever and visited about 9 ice cream factories within the Unilever world to bring back best practice to the Sydney plant. And when I had my trades business in the Hire Hubby franchise, we were state manager 1 year of a multi-person business. But clearly, my proudest achievement is married and father of 3 boys. And that's a most recent photo of us at Christmas up here on the sunny coast. I've had a very diverse and large career, mostly in Sydney. So after I left school, I joined the Commonwealth Bank because I thought I wanted to be an accountant. Then I joined my family business, that's the shoe business. Ladies might know Sandler and Jane Debster as a brand. That business started about 150 years ago by my ancestors. I was 6th generation to join that business. Then I joined Cerebos Foods and we made Fountain Sauce. Then I joined Streets Ice Cream and we know what they do. And then I had an epiphany that I always wanted to own my own business. And so I joined the Hire Hubby franchise and had those businesses for 7 years. I then moved to Queensland when we sold those businesses. I went back to my manufacturing routes, got retrenched from the country chef, got a small job as a maintenance manager at Landmark down here at Mooloolaba Beach, and then went back into that owning your own business is pretty cool and started up Admin's The Answer. So it was founded in August of 2018, all Aussie staff. And within 6 months of us starting, we were the largest provider of admin services to the Hire Hubby franchise in Australia. And our vision, to be the biggest provider of admin services to trade businesses in the Western world. And we're going to change old school mindsets and we're going to radically changing lives and we're already saving relationships. So in detail, old school mindsets is, and certainly this was the case when I had my business, that bringing people into your business is an okay thing to do because it's not okay to be trying to do everything on your own. It's simply not sustainable and you won't reap the success that you are wanting. We're radically changing lives. Our clients often, one rings me regularly on a Friday afternoon at about 3:30 to tell me that he's done for the week. And that wasn't a call that he was ever able to make before he met me. And we're saving relationships. The best feedback I've ever had is the wife of a tradie chose to ring me one afternoon and I thought something was wrong. And she said, I just wanted to tell you that I haven't argued about my husband's business with him at the dinner table for the last 3 weeks. That to me speaks volumes. So that, apologies for the fuzzy, but that's our team. And why we do it? Well, a tradie, and I've mentioned this before at this group, a tradie is 6 times more likely to take his or her own life than have it taken through a work accident. And I've definitely lived the 18-hour-a-day tradie life thinking it was the norm. It's a couple of snippets there from a couple of websites. 194 people were fatally injured at work in 2020, and 2/3 of those came from a trade or service-based business. This stuff should be on the news every day. The suicide rates for construction and extraction and installation and maintenance, their two categories are typically in the top 3 of every graph you want to look at if you want to Google suicide rates in industry. But why do people start a business? These are typically the 9 reasons that people start a business. And I know I had more than one of those when I chose to jump out of PAYE work and take the almighty leap into small business. But typically a tradie will do it for those top 4. They want some more money. They think it's easier money. They might watch their boss and go, he's got a flashy car, he's got a nice house. I'll just go and start my own business and that will be mine. They certainly want that for financial freedom and think they're going to get more spare time. But what really happens once they take that leap is that they potentially go into business with a low level of what I would call business 101, so a low level of business acumen. They don't know where to find the help, and sometimes they don't even want to ask for that help. They think that working harder, the 18-hour-a-day and longer is the solution. I tried that for a couple of years. It did cause me stress, anxiety, and an element of depression. It did put pressure on my relationship, and it certainly became a health issue after some time. The business does not want to be the enemy once you start this thing. It needs to be the vehicle for fulfilling your dreams. So we want to stop them juggling too many tasks. So why have your admin done externally? This is a snippet from a business blog online, and effectively it's saying as your business grows, you must and need to bring people in to help that growth. What got you there to that growth point will not take you further on. The advantage of having admin done by people like ourselves is there's no recruitment costs. You don't have to worry about staff costs. You don't have to worry about superannuation. You don't have to worry about payroll. You certainly don't have to worry about my staff taking holidays. They take holidays, but you're always covered. And in our packages, there's no wasted time. So there's no person at the front of your business getting paid 38 hours, but likely only doing, let's say, 29 hours worth of actual paid work. So my father asked me this question many years ago, and I hated him for it when he asked, but it so rings true. And I was wandering around the factory being busy, but I certainly wasn't wandering around the factory being effective. And if you can honestly answer that question and go away and do the result of that answer, life and your business will fly. For some reasons that tradies tend to hesitate, that they feel like, and I've had these quotes straight back at me, nobody does it like me. If I had a penny for every time I've heard that, then I'd be a very rich man and probably not standing here today. Their ego certainly gets in the way. Nobody does it like I do, so why would I get someone else to do it? And it's not just the tradie world. Other business owners listening to this will certainly attest to these comments probably coming back from potential customers. And the last one, my business isn't big enough. Over 2/3 of our clients are sole traders. You do not have to have 6 guys on the road to then justify that you're big enough to get help in your business. Our core product is task management. So that's what I would call the A to Z of managing a client. Anything from taking an initial call all the way down to giving that same customer a call a month after the job has been completed to make sure they're still happy and make sure a revisit isn't required. Sometimes a visit is required. Sometimes they are super happy and can't wait to refer that client to their friends and family. As an example of one of those tasks, following up quotes, I have stats in my business that on average, 6 out of 10 quotes will get responded to with no prompting. Of those 4 that haven't been automatically responded to with some professional, timely and respectful follow-up, we see that 2 of those 4 jobs then get approved. People are too busy being busy. And a little prompting question was, I was going to ring you, and yes, I'd like to proceed. So now we've just improved our clients' quote conversions by a couple of phone calls, not by having that person go out and try and find more work because their quote approvals aren't what they would like them to be. We charge by task. There's a snapshot off our website, so it's all public knowledge. You can see there that each column is a package, and so we only charge by what we do for our customers. So if we take a call on their behalf, regardless of how long that phone call lasts for, we just log that in our system as taking a call. So if Mrs. Brown wants to ring up and she's home alone and hasn't spoken to anyone and finds my staff a really pleasing person to talk to and wants to have a good old yap about her footy team that lost on the weekend, we'll have that call. We'll take that call and we'll have that conversation. And when we hang up the phone, we don't turn the stopwatch off. We just log it in our system as having taken 1 call. So the efficiency of my staff and how well things get done and how quickly they get done is 100% on me. Each package, our customers get up to X number of tasks done for them per week. We'll let them know when that number has hit 80%, purely as a courtesy. And then we'll let them know if they've hit 100%. And then there's a couple of cost saving sessions we have with them. If it happens on a Thursday or a Friday, we have no expectation that they go over to the next package. We just charge by individual tasks done to get the week finished. So we've completed over 27,000 tasks this financial year. And a very quick equation is that's about 300 hours of admin time that we have saved our customers. And if I apply an average hourly rate to that, so we have created, if they've used all their spare time to create more billable hours, we've put about 350 grand's worth of money back into their account that they didn't have before they met us. We also have social media management, and we also do their books and accounting. We specialise in Ferguson ServiceMate, 2 online job management systems. They both talk to Xero, and we're currently going through steps to become a partner within the ServiceMate business. We also help our customers recoup. We call it admin recoup internally. This is it's a yucky snapshot because I couldn't copy most, but this is an actual Xero file of one of our customers' accounts. And we have created an account called Admin Recoup. So we encourage our customers to add a small fee to their quotes where they think they can, fit it. And that little small fee adds up during the month. And at the end of the month, their Xero file will tell them how much they have recouped to help pay for our service. That is one way they can recoup. By billing themselves out for more hours a day because they're not on their phone for an hour is another way. Our goal for them is that we become cost neutral. And there's many of our customers now who are cost neutral. And in fact, I've got 2 customers last week who told me that they're paying both for our service and their bookkeeper out of managing this little recoup session. So now we're a profit center for their business rather than a cost. This is a graph of last December's admin recoup, and we call it the top 5. So I post this out to all of our customers each month, and it's those admin recoup numbers and how much money the top guys in our customer line have recouped. So the top guy in December recouped an additional $1,600 on top of his labor and materials to help pay for our service and, in fact, his bookkeeper. We also run tradie masterclasses. So this is for prospective clients and existing clients, and we get together on Zoom once a month. Last month, we actually talked about admin recoup. And so the guy on the bottom left, he's one of the guys who is regularly in the top 5. And so I had him present to the group and saying, what are you doing? and then I just shut up. And all of the other tradies on the line are just going, what do you do? How do you do this? What do you do this? Do you use percentage? Do you use an actual dollar figure? And they're just smashing each other. And through peer conversations, we have our next masterclass in 2 weeks' time. I've already seen the reports, and the graphs are even more than what they were in December. So it's a free masterclass. It's part of being part of our group. I love being in it because I just love the guys talking to each other. The guy on the bottom left is in Queensland. The guy on the top right is in Western Sydney. They've never met each other, and they're in the same franchise, but we're bringing them together to have a talk about each other's business. So we're unique in many ways, and above all, I'm an ex-tradie. We're task-based pricing, which is very unique, all Aussie-based, and I've certainly brought a lot of my corporate experience to this business, that's for sure. And you may have noticed on the pricing schedule, a customer can call my team 1,000 times a day for an hour at a time. Of course, that's more than 24 hours, but we do not time a call that our customer calls us. It's free. So if they want something and they call us and they ask for X, Y, and Z, great, X, Y, and Z gets done. We hang up the phone, it doesn't get logged. It's not a call, it's just part of the service that we provide. We are proud supporters of Beyond Blue, and we donate $100 to Beyond Blue when every new client starts with us. We have a very, very, very low risk contract. In fact, it's almost zero risk. There's no fixed term. It's a month-to-month proposition for life. And we only ask for 10 days notice to discontinue our service. A few testimonials, and I've just circled a few key, like it saved me time, brought back my own free time, I got peace of mind, and life's easier and even stress-free. Some pretty cool words from customers, whatever business you're in. A little video of testimonials. What difference has it made to your business?
Easily get into that really bad cycle of leaving things till tomorrow.
Yep.
And all that happens is tomorrow there's double. And then the next day there's another pile that comes in and you don't get to it. Now, you know, we are up to date all the time, pretty much. And we're never more than a sort of a day behind on stuff.
Working a lot less hours.
Okay.
Better life. My kids are happy now seeing me home at 4 o'clock. I'm not having to sit down and do paperwork till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Beautiful.
You prevented me from going bankrupt.
Great value for money.
I would not go back to doing my own admin.
I've got a lot more of a work-life balance. My day now starts, you know, at 6:30 or 7 in the morning, and then by the time I'm sort of finished at, you know, between 3 and 5 o'clock usually, that's it, I'm done for the day.
You're done for the day. Off to the pub, off to the pool, off to the wherever.
Off to whatever leisure activities you want to do.
Thank you.
Well done, Greg.
That's
That
it,
was
you know, contact
absolutely
page.
sensational. Absolutely. Now, everybody, you can find Greg's details there. Greg, I just want to say that was a great presentation. So well put together, so well executed, so much heart and soul. And I love the admin recoup. You got me thinking now. I'm sure everybody's thinking, where can I put the admin recoup in my invoices? But have we got any questions for Greg? Because it's such a great topic and he's a wealth of knowledge in so many areas. Anybody want to ask Greg a question while we're here? It's got to be some. No one.
That's a sign of a great presentation.
American wants to know, I want to know what a tradie is.
So Jim, electrician, plumber, lawn mowing, window washing, landscaping.
Okay, great.
A guy in a truck.
Okay.
Awesome. And Greg, just out of interest, I mean, how many hours do you think a tradie that works for themselves spends extra in admin every day?
Inefficiently, 3 to 4.
Wow.
Efficiently, 1 or 2. But there's admin to do. Take a look at your own business. There's admin to do every day.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And do you ever entertain working with other industries or only tradies?
We do service-based industry. So we've got a business up here in Noosa who manufactures covers for boats and outdoor furniture, etc. So they're not your traditional tradie, if you like, but they're a business that needs their phone answered. They need quotes sent out. We do all of their scheduling for their workshop. They've got a big 75-inch screen in their workshop now, which is effectively their calendar. Right. which we populate for them depending on the quotes that have been approved, and we know how long jobs are going to take. So, and they all need invoicing. So it's not your traditional plumber and sparky, but it's certainly a business that is longing for help like ours.
Absolutely. I mean, and some of those packages were so cost effective, you know, $33 a day and $60, $70 a day. That's nothing for the work that you get.
Well, a sole trader needs to find 45 minutes of work extra per day without having to do their admin, and he's just billed out enough money to pay for our service. Done.